Hi, Mikey.
I'm going to want to know what you two are talking about.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Loose Ends with Mikey. And where's Mikey? So he is in West Virginia on a crochet retreat with a lot of you people from the crochet crowd, which is fabulous. And I have a feeling that's the dings that's saying, I'm trying. He is heading back to his suite right now to log in to talk to you guys with some guests from the retreat this week, which is absolutely phenomenal. I've kind of missed him around here. It's been a little quiet, but it's all, I just saw it not working. Oh, I hope it's okay. So anyway, I'm so thrilled to be here and I cannot wait to talk to him because as I say, it's been a little quiet. You know, even the dogs are quieter. You know, it is what it is over in this area of Nova Scotia. So I have been busy though. I have been finishing some stuff. So for those of you who know that I had done a hexacarden not that long ago, I had some yarn from another retreat that we did in Reno with Jimmy Beans. And I had purchased all of this wonderful yarn, these hanks from them. And then I didn't read the fine print that said like one of a kind dyes. So it was all the same colors, but because the dye concentrations are different because they were all one of a kind, I couldn't put them together in the project that I wanted to. But I thought, oh my God, you know, let's just go for, so I did, I used it on here. I figured a hexacarden would hide some of those flaws and those sins. So I made another one. See, and then I did add a little bit of some flashing, but I did get this finished while the boys were gone. And I also made a sun hat that I'm thinking I might wear Pride, but I don't have it hanging here. So I'm just going to have to surprise you all with it. So it's all good. But I know that they've had a great time in West Virginia. If you have been following the crochet crowd, Michael and Daniel's adventures, you would know they were on a zip line today. They've done miniatures. They were blowing glass. They made these amazing fish. The area was quite spectacular. People are having a great time. And I know Michael is panicking right now in his own little, way, trying to say, I have to get online because how much can Karen talk to just herself for a while? But it is fun to watch all the progress. I'm so thankful that they are able to post every day and keep us all up to date on what they're doing because it is a lot of fun. Right. I hope that you are creating. Yeah, I hope you're all creating some fun things too. And it's so great to have you join us today. And the anticipation, I am sure, is just bubbling. Thanks for liking my cardigan. I am seeing you posting on here. I thank you. I'm glad you think it's beautiful work. But it's all good. I've been having some fun too because Daniel has, he's going to be a little surprised when he gets home because all of his gardening stuff, all of his vegetable gardens that he's putting in, I guess I got a little bit of FOMO because I went and ordered this L-shaped 32-inch vegetable garden thing here. I figured I can't be in Nova Scotia now. I dehydrate. I must grow my vegetables now. So I'm only doing one. But I was putting in that garden today, like this week. My friend Susan was over. Excuse me. And I filled that with some, because it's big. So we went out and I got my power tools. I got my saw and I cleaned up my yard a little bit and put all the brush and the leaves and everything on the bottom with some cardboard. And I went and I got some seafood compost. Now, being from Ontario, Canada, have never really heard of that before. But then again, I'm not a really big gardener. So I was a little apprehensive when I was told like that's like the best thing. I don't know. Does anyone else garden with seafood compost? I'm fascinated. I gotta let you know how that works. But I did get like 12 bags of it and a bunch of garden soil, and I have to schlep it down to my garden and start it. I was hoping to have some plants in. I might even, I don't know. Do you think Daniel will notice if I go down to his greenhouse and, you know, snafu a couple? I don't know. Compost is great. Have you used seafood compost? I really want to know. Never heard of seafood compost. I know. I never did either. I don't know if it's a maritime thing, but I have no idea. But it's all like seafood, crustaceans, fish bones, all of that stuff. I find it fascinating. It doesn't smell like cow manure and that sort of thing, but you know, why not? We'll give her a go. Yeah, and we use fish fertilizer. So the same idea, Chris. Yeah, I'm just going to put that up here. Fish fertilizer. So where do you get your fish fertilizer? Because I don't know. Yes, maritime. Glad it doesn't stink. Isn't that the truth? Because like I've never really done it, but we'll figure it out. But I'm hoping when we have people come here for our Nova Scotia adventure that they can fill in. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Guess. Oh, somebody's trying to log in and I'm getting just a moment. Oak Island is not a place where you can come visit here, unfortunately. I see that. I posted it. But because the island is closed, but you can go and you can take a look, and they're really kind of fun in that area. But I don't know. Should I do a countdown, Michael? Are we ready to go over there at the Greenbrier? Am I going to get a thumbs up? I don't know. I'm just going to go ahead and pop him in because then he'll get really mad at me, but I'm going to do it anyway. Get ready, get set. Everybody say hello to the Greenbrier.
Hey.
Well, they didn't need to hear me chatting for 10 minutes, but hey, how's everybody?
I know we just got out because there was some guy talking forever and ever during our closing presentation.
Blah, blah, blah. Do I have to send you more memes like that, Michael? I was sending him memes about blabbering on today. So how's it going? Tell us.
We're on our last night here at the Greenbrier. We all go our own ways tomorrow. And we have some special people here behind me in the couch that I selected. And we're going to start with Cheryl right in the beginning here. And Karen, we can't see the comments, so you have to fill us in if anything's going on. So
I will do my best to put them on the screen. Can you see them on the screen if I put that up or no?
Yep, you can do that. So right here, Cheryl, she's never been with us before, Karen. So she was in for a treat. Came, and so she's got a backstory. Maybe she'll share it, maybe she won't. We don't know because we didn't rehearse nothing. And then I wanted to invite somebody from our Jimmy Beans portion of our event. So I invited Lauren over here.
Hi, Lauren.
So they know each other. And then I wanted to invite another CFF, so Crochet Cruise Forever. And this is I know Cecilia, which is her middle name. I don't know why I call her that, but her name is Angela.
Because that's what I.
And her name is Angela, but I prefer Cecilia. So doesn't that sound more fabulous, Karen?
Well, Cecilia is very high, where you are too. That whole bit, that's pretty primo. I see Cecilia. I see you right now with this big Southern hat, this big sun hat, and, with a cocktail in your hand. Hello, Cecilia.
Yeah. Cecilia looks really good with a cocktail. Let me tell you. Karen, you would say, okay, that's just an average woman, but at night, this woman cleans up to the point where, you want to give out the 20s.
Wow. Look at her. She's all embarrassed now, Mikey. Stop that.
Yeah. No, I'm not embarrassed. He can't embarrass me.
No, she sings publicly. So, so I want to just come off camera. So I'm going to shove out of the way because I want to introduce basically our audience to 3 remarkable women. I'm going to adjust the camera as well so they're all in. And I want to get to know them through you, but I've had a chance to get to know. If you want to lose a game of bowling, Cheryl is your girl. When the bumper bowling fabulous. So am I.
Absolutely.
So I'm gonna get out of the way here, and I'm gonna adjust the camera. And
I was just gonna say I could pop off and you can and we can enlarge the screen to meet all the women as well, and you can interview them there too.
sure, maybe you keep yourself in the corner just in case.
Keep myself in the corner.
Yeah.
I'll do my
Okay.
best. Okay, let's see if I can figure it out. Will it do this? Nope. How about this? No. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that, but I will listen and I will post the comments and I'll pop in every once in a while. How's that?
Okay. Perfect.
I'm going to say yes.
Good. I would like everybody. I would like to introduce you to a woman that I just think is remarkable, and this is Cecilia. Look at the legs on this girl. Oh my God! I won't even cut my hands on her. She is shaved right to the bone. Make sure you keep. I have never touched her legs before. They are like butter. Let me tell you. Yeah.
And you don't have ever seen
oh,
No,
Karen.
I don't.
Oh, and Karen, you got to check out her shoes. Her shoes.
Okay. All right. I'm watching.
Look at these.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cecilia, you totally are Cecilia. I love it.
Yeah.
You are now Cecilia to me.
Keep your legs closed. I met Cecilia many years ago on, she was a carnival kind of girl, and like carnival cruising kind of girl. So we met her on there, and she just really rocked our world right from the very beginning when I met you.
Yeah, I remember the rock and roll head. What was that? What do you call that? Oh my
Silent disco?
No, the headbanging. Remember that? We were in the piano bar, and I was sitting next to my friend, and the rock and roll thing come on, and I was just doing the headbang, you know.
She was exercising her neck for other things.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't recall that.
You don't.
No.
You don't? Okay. Well.
No, but that sounds like it was a good
It
time.
sounds like me. Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So I got to know her. Maybe you can share a little bit why you crochet, and then maybe a little bit of a backstory that other people could relate to you if you're comfortable.
I am. I'm completely comfortable because my story. Okay. So I started crocheting because I was going through I was really brought up in a really bad environment. Not being able to express who I was and be who I was. I struggled for a really long time being told I was never good enough, never going to be good enough, never going to be acceptable. And so I struggled from mental illness. I joined the military. A lot of things happened to me in the military that were not good. So I got out of the military, I was pregnant, and I was on my own. And so I struggled for a very long time. My first marriage was really bad. I broke up because of that. And my second husband, I finally met a very nice man who helped me get the help that I fully needed. And in going through that process, I learned that I needed a medium to help me escape some of my thoughts and processes. So I started to crochet, which helped me get out of my messy mind. And so I taught myself, and it has really helped me. And so then when I met the crochet crowd, it helped me blossom more because Mikey's teaching helped me figure out that I can do more than what I was doing. And yeah, so that's kind of my summarized backstory of why I started crocheting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's really helped immensely and I've completely changed from the person that I was. I am 100% a person who deserves to be admired, inspired. I am here for a reason. I am here because I deserve to be here. Everyone deserves to be here. And, yeah.
But you had to go through the process to allow yourself to feel that.
Yes, yes.
Because I've seen you over the years, and when the first years compared to the 2 years ago, like you're three different people that has really matured.
Yes. From the day you met me in 2019, I think it was, I am definitely not that same person.
No, you're not.
No.
Still fun though.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That the fun is never gonna go
If
away.
you need a party, you call this girl. Let me tell you.
Yes. Yeah.
So my middle guest here, Cheryl, she's brand new with us, and I sat with her at the train station. We arrived in Charleston through the flights, and I was just with her. She was sitting. You know what? Tell me about you, because we have such a huge return rate on our stuff. We only have 5 new people that we've never met in the past because people jump onto the bookings so quickly. And there is Cheryl sitting there. And so there's a whole backstory, because her whole party that came in, because she's by herself, but they all congealed together on the same flight coming in, all flipped me out in the airport, which is a story for another time. Karen, they really did, honestly.
Let's just say he stole our shuttle.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I actually didn't realize they were with us, and they came screaming at me. So anyway, I'm like wearing a lanyard. I'm like, I don't even work here. So anyway, I was there. We wait. Oh my God. Karen, come online.
Yes.
Karen, people were
Yes.
hungry. They door dashed McDonald's to the Amtrak station.
Absolutely. It was delayed by over-
He makes fun of my DoorDash. I
Oh,
will
I said,
DoorDash. Why
Karen,
not?
too. And there's a group order, like, you know, coming in with like, I don't know how much, there was 23 of us on the thing, all coming in at the same time.
That is
But anyway, there's Cheryl, and I'm like, why are you here, Cheryl? So why would you come on our event? Why are you part of the crochet crowd?
I am part of the crochet crowd. Unfortunately, I have a bit of a tragic story. I lost my husband of 32 years in 2022 to a drunk driver. He was pulling in our
Oh,
driveway.
really?
Yeah, he was
Okay,
pulling
I
in our
didn't hear that
driveway.
part.
He was pulling in our driveway, and he was broadsided. Unfortunately, killed instantly. I saw the whole
In
accident.
your driveway?
In our driveway. He was pulling into our driveway. So I was walking out to greet him. I saw the whole accident. I was first on scene. I had to call 911, and it was a
Cheryl.
horrible, horrible night for me.
Cheryl.
Yeah.
Cheryl. I did not know that part.
I told you there was a lot more to the story.
She did.
So it was
Wow.
earth-shattering for me, because after 32 years with someone
In front of your house.
in front of my house, the house unfortunately I still live in. So market sucks, so I can't sell it. But
Okay.
so getting out of the house is my next goal. But I found myself alone. Then we had Hurricane Ian come through at the end of September 22, took part of my roof off, destroyed one room in my house. My shed was leveled. So I had that blow. And just maybe 6 months or so later, I lost my mother-in-law. So it was my husband, myself, and my mother-in-law all the time. We were the trio. We did everything together. So I went from a group of 3 to myself. And I had to figure out how to deal with the loneliness, the grief, working through all the problems. And I don't have a large family. My family's in New Jersey. I'm in Florida. My sister's close by, but she's only one person. So I didn't have a large support system. My work family is phenomenal, came out of the woodwork to support me, but it wasn't the same. They were there at first. It's like, okay, now 6 months out, what do I do with myself? How do I fill my days? How do I move forward? How do I keep myself from going stir crazy? And I had crocheted when I was a teenager. I still have the first blanket I ever made. And I'm like, I found Crochet Crowd because your personality is magnetic. You just drew me right in. I'm like, okay, I can do anything with Mikey showing me the way. And I just started watching videos and videos and videos. I'm like, and I got into palliative care blankets and baby blankets and just doing things where I can give back and feel part of the community, feel like I was doing something because I was hurting so bad. I needed to give in order to help me process. So I just worked through that. And then Sherry had posted that you had a cancellation for the mystery trip. I'm like, damn it. Pardon me.
No,
Sorry.
This group is hurt.
Okay,
right.
Oh, crap.
I said, that's it. I need to do some more. I need to travel. I need to find companionship. I need to find a purpose. And I'm still looking for that.
You need to get out of your house.
I need to get out of my house.
Yeah.
I have a great job and I've got great work friends, but I needed more than just work. So I'm like, Dad almost did it again. So I'm doing it. I'm going to book them.
We're rated R.
Okay. I'm going to book the mystery trip. And I booked the trip sight unseen, didn't care the cost. I'm like, that's it. I am doing this. And Sherry's been great along the way, helping me make all the arrangements and get here. And then Then the day came. Had to drive myself to the airport. I'm standing in Tampa Airport. I'm like, oh my God, I'm doing this. And then I met you after yelling at you for stealing our shuttle.
Yeah, that's true.
I can say this week has been phenomenal. I've received such a warm embrace from all of the fellow travelers. I've sat with numerous groups and just bounced around, and never once did I get a, why are you here? No, it's like, why are you here? What are you doing? And show me your work and teach me and show me. And the open arms have been phenomenal. Can't thank you guys enough.
Well, you're getting tons of virtual hugs as well.
Yes.
Tons of
Thank
work.
you.
You know, and it's so important that you recognize that you need it, like in front of your house. I am still processing that, but that you recognize that you need to do something for you.
Yeah.
And
It took 2 years. It took 2 years to actually get there,
but you know what? That's the thing, is that grieving and all that. People say you need to get over it. It's a time frame. There's never a time frame of grieving.
no.
Karen will tell you that too. You take the time that you need. But my favorite memory, she was on the team bowling with me. So I noticed that groups kind of congealed, and I'm like, where's all the new people that had never been with us before? And Cheryl was like my first pick. There's Cheryl. Let's get her. I was so proud of you for hitting one pin. I was just like, there's one pin again. And there's one, and there's a photo. There's another one. And
it didn't matter. I was participating. I was having fun.
Oh my God, we did lots of high fives.
Yes, we did.
And I was just so proud that you were like, let's just live in the moment and throw those balls and get that aggression out onto the laneway.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So you've been wonderful on this trip.
And for me, the last 6 months, I've come so much out of my shell that I've just started dating again.
Oh, really?
Yay!
Yeah. So it's like I've gone from total loneliness to like, I deserve not to be alone.
You do.
So
It takes time.
it takes time.
It takes time.
That is where I'm at now. So I feel strong enough. I have accepted where I'm at, and I am ready to move on and find what my next chapter really holds.
I think what this trip is, even at least for myself as well, new beginnings. Karen will probably come on here. I've been telling her I've got to make a change, and she goes, it's really not a change, it's a new beginning, and she can comment to that when she comes online, if she's paying attention, if she's not sipping her wine.
I pay attention to you all the time, my friend. But yes, know what? It's change. It's new opportunities, and you have to look at things as opportunities. Change happens, and it's how you embrace it, and it's how you control it, and it's how you make it work for you. And if you look at it as an opportunity, it is so much more exciting and less scary. I think less scary. But oh my gosh, I am in total awe, and I wish I was there to meet you as well, and give you a huge hug and be there, because I would be in the one pin hit, and I have my own ball and shoes, and I would still only hit one pin. So it is what it is. But
who's a good bowler that likes to put her leg really high when she throws the ball?
But is she wearing those shoes?
Sweetie.
Do I do the can or something?
Oh my God.
Okay, so
throws her ball with intention.
Yes.
I really want to know if you decorated your bowling shoes, with I'm really, really considering having some laced shoes for our next trip, and doing it with ribbons and attaching like stitch markers and ribbon bow and totally glamming out these shoes. And all I can picture when I picture right now her with their bowling and those shoes that she's wearing right now, thinking, oh, that would be fun. I think the next time you got to stitch marker your bowling shoes.
I was just going to say, if you're going to throw balls, you might as well do it with intention.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she's going to throw a ball, throw with intention.
Yeah.
Karen,
yes. Good for you. I love it.
We actually have an audience member here in the suite as well, and we'll probably talk to her as well because she's here. Well, you decided to come in my room, so you came.
I did.
Literally. She did not come in my room. Trust me, neither did I. So it's not working for anybody. And Karen's gonna go, and see, let's move on. So we have Lauren right here. Lauren, I met a few years ago at Jimmy Bean's retreat. She was one of those women in the couch where the couch would swallow us. Karen, at that resort I took you to in Lake Tahoe. And the women were all kind of hanging out. And Lauren here was that couch, person that was always kind of around, never really too in your face, just really quiet, but really nurturing and really calm. And it's kind of the person that you would want to meet on a Stitch social. So this is my friend Lauren right here.
Hello. So I don't have a story. I retired 3 years ago, which opened up the opportunity to attend crochet crowd events. And my first one was the 2023 Jimmy Bean's retreat. I came in the day before and got settled and went down to the lobby and saw Michael sitting on the couch with all these women. And so I asked someone standing around the peripheral if they thought it was okay if I took a picture of him. And the person said, well, you know how shy he is. I'm sure he'd hate that. I took pictures and then I walked around to get him from the other side. And he noticed me.
Yeah.
And told me to come sit down. It was really crowded on the couch. And I thought, well, I don't want to, squish anybody, but okay. And I was shaking like a leaf because meeting Michael was fangirl heaven, absolute fangirl heaven. And sat down next to him and was immediately taken with how real and honest and incredible we all know he is. And I was a fan before. I became an even bigger fan and couldn't wait to go back to the next retreat the next year and just had another fabulous time. So.
Mm-hmm. And she does have a story. She's just not saying it. So apparently she has 2 husbands, and the other husband knows about me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that your Michael? Yes. Could you leave me alone?
Oh, see, I make her come to the yarn room anytime. But I really like Lauren's disposition, really calming. She's a really good sounding board too. If you just want to sit down and just kind of shoot the shit, she's got experience, but she's not in your face about it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
well, now she is. But there almost is no judgment. Of course, everybody judges, but there's no judgment. But you can have a reasonable conversation that can actually kind of change your trajectory. So I really enjoy our friendship. She calls me Michael because we're friends. So I encourage all the other people, once you get to know me, call me Michael, because that's just the person that I am, right?
Yep.
So so I'm going to introduce a final guest that we have. She doesn't know. She was going to go on camera. So this is look at her. Look at her. I'm going to move the camera. Karen, we have another guestess with the mostest here. And this is my friend, Amy.
Hello.
And Amy, I have met several times on crochet cruises in the past.
Yep.
Let me just get rid of all my stuff here. And Amy is somebody that I really got to connect with on this particular adventure, Karen. Yeah.
I'm here.
This would be
Hi, Amy.
hanging out with Mikey on a crochet.
6?
Good.
We're 6?
Counting 2 Alaskas. I think the first one was the Halloween cruise.
Yes.
I don't remember exactly what it was.
Yes.
What year it was anyway. An Alaska cruise, Caribbean cruise, and then your Alaska, and then the Christmas cruise, and now I'm here.
Yeah, and so we she got to spend some quality time in a gorge today, going through a true ghost town today, Karen.
Excellent.
A VIP one-on-one tour with a tour guide today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our very verbose tour guide.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I may have gotten a video of that.
Karen, verbal diarrhea.
Yeah. Which is why he sent me a video. I'm not going to lie to you. He sent me a video, which is why I was sending him memes of like, But did you have a great time?
I did. She met well, and she knew a lot about the area, so it was very entertaining and educational.
Really?
So
Yeah,
Brilliant.
she was actually pretty great. It just, Karen, you and I come from a very quiet life. In the sense is there's not a lot of conversation at home. There was a group of school kids while we were there, just like, oh my God, just kill me. I'm glad I never had kids.
same.
So I have that in common with Amy here, that we're childless people, and it's always a pleasure to hang out with. We got to talk in depth with Amy, and I'm so glad she's here, and she's also coming on the Nova Scotia cruise with us.
I know. I was wondering if you were that, Amy. Yay! So I'll get a chance to meet you in person as well, and Lauren is as well.
Yes.
Which is really exciting. Actually, fun fact, I don't know if Lauren even knows this, but Lauren was the very first person to register for Nova Scotia.
Oh.
She was
So that is fantastic. I'm so excited. This community is so fantastic, and I cannot wait. But
So Karen, so Lauren, tell us about what is your most favorite memory of this particular retreat? Because the way that we run the Crochet Crowd retreats is that somebody was asking, sent me a message, well, where's the workshops? My favorite, and I was telling the girls, when I say girls, I mean girls in a loving, gay manner, like we're the girls.
Yeah.
Is that my vision for a crochet retreat is to bring you together as a crocheter, bring your own project. Let's do some group building. We did a lot of team activity stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I like that portion. I don't want to sit in a room for how many days and watch the mold grow on the walls. I want to do something and create that bond without the bowling,
Yeah.
without the hooting and hollering, because this one really cleans up really well. And, without all of that, it's not a crochet retreat for me. So what's been your most favorite memory so far?
I have to say that my absolute favorite memory, I have two, but the first one is that I got to witness the ultimate eye roll by Daniel. It was supremely perfect, and it made the whole trip for me.
Really? Because Karen
Yes.
gets that all the time.
every day with Daniel. I want to know what the ultimate one was for.
Yeah, what was it?
What was it for?
We were working on the miniatures, the fairy gardens, and the instructor, not knowing how creative
and capable we were of using a hot glue gun.
They didn't even let us touch the glue gun.
No, they didn't.
I know. Daniel.
Well, then they knew who Michael was, because nobody wants Michael to use a glue gun.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
So Daniel grabbed it anyway. So go ahead.
So she was instructing him on something, and I knew he knew exactly what he was doing and how to do it, and that's when I got the eye roll. Like, oh my, it was perfect. But the thing that I've enjoyed the most is sitting in the trellis room.
Yeah.
There's like 4 sections. We all just interchange. Tonight you're sitting with these people, and the next night you're sitting with those people, and what project are you working on, and what yarn is that? And it's just been fabulous.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Cheryl?
And finding crocheters throughout the entire resort. Any corner
This is a
you
massive,
turn.
like, complex.
This is a
Yes.
100,
Oh my God.
1,100 acres.
Yeah, she's lucky. Crocheters don't walk that far.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very lucky. But any corner you turn, there was somebody
Yeah.
sitting with a project in a group, and there was just lots of groups to join.
Yeah.
I think my most memorable so far, I had 2 as well, is when we were doing the glass workshop, the glass infusion, watching you and Daniel just so intent on making the perfect sun catchers.
Mhm.
It just was watching the creativity of the entire team there.
I was scared Karen wouldn't know that side of me. I just don't want to touch nothing because I'm going to screw it up.
There was no screwing that up. That was creative beyond belief. And I think the Falcons tonight were pretty cool.
Yeah.
Watching the Falcons and the Owls.
So tonight the group was gifted an opportunity to have was it a workshop or
Demonstration.
a demonstration of a falcon and this this owl. What was the breed of the owl? Eastern.
No, European.
Big.
It was a big ass
It was
owl.
big.
European eagle
Awesome.
owl.
It was what?
Eurasian eagle owl.
Yeah, Eurasian. Oh my God, Karen, these owls are huge. I took a great photos of them too.
Yes, you
And anyway, so we got to do that tonight together as a main group. Some people were asking online, or is the group ever together? We are together for dinners for sure. But throughout the day, you were kind of just zigzagging through it. Like I was at the pool, actually with Lauren quite a bit. Actually, you know, we've seen each other's nipples.
Yeah.
See?
No one needs to see that. Have I not had that conversation?
That's exactly what I said. Karen would be so upset because nobody needs to see these. And Laura says, yes, I do. Yeah. So what your
What was your
memory?
second one?
Oh, the falcons and the eagle, or the owl.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was yours so far?
Okay, so I have two as well. Okay, so the first one is we went on a carriage ride tonight, and there was 5 of us, so I got to sit up front with
fun.
the driver.
You got to sit on his lap.
Well,
Did you have Danny?
no, I had Carl with a K,
Okay.
but he
Oh,
let.
she seems disappointed. See, she left Danny for you.
Danny was awesome.
Hey,
He
I
was
had
awesome.
Carl, and he let me drive the carriage.
Ooh, yay.
So that was one of my fun. And you know what happened in the front seat? Stayed in the front seat.
Oh, she's
But-
married. She's married, by the way.
I am, yeah. But you know what happens at the Greenbrier stays at the Greenbrier as well.
Oh, she's a good girl. She's just kind of. She's
am.
coming across as a little slutty, but she's not. Well, I don't know. There's a lot of leg going on.
But the second one was Cheryl and I and Dawn were sitting on the couch, and Dawn had this huge, massive pile of yarn bark that I was trying to unravel for her, and every time Dawn touched it, it made it worse. So I told her she was not allowed to touch her yarn anymore. Not allowed.
Not
And
allowed.
it was hysterical. It was. The more
Must
she
have been a
laughed,
half hour. We were just.
it
just
was
laughing.
rolling laughter.
Yeah,
It
do
was
something when the power's out.
Yeah,
it was great. It was
Karen,
great.
Karen, the power has been out in the resort for most of the day today. It was just restored, I think, just before 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
When we came back, the power.
When we came back from, because Amy, Ellen, Daniel, and I went on that zip lining course today.
Mm,
And anyway, we'll tell you a little bit about that. But
yeah, but that was one of my
yeah.
favorite memories. Yeah.
so anyway, we had one of our guests. Her name is Ellen. She's almost 80 years old.
Yeah.
And she has a bucket list because her time is running out. And she's active, she's social, she's everything you would probably want to be at that age.
Yeah.
And she goes, I really want to zip line, but she had to wrangle 3 other people for the tour to take her. And I'm like, I want to give her the opportunity to be able to check off the list
Yeah.
of zip lining. I don't know what I was thinking, because I said, yes, I'll do it. And then when I got back to my room here, I looked at the pictures. I'm like, holy fuck.
You had a great time though.
So anyway, we did that today with Ellen, and it was, they took you through a course of many zip lines, but the big Mac Daddy at the end going down the mountain, 3,100 feet long, 65 miles an hour. I couldn't even scream. I was just terrified. I was hitting the trees. I kid you not. Nobody believes me. I was hitting the trees on the way down because
I
this,
believe it.
oh, I know, because I'm a fat boy. I was making that wire just droop a little bit lower. But that's how they're keeping the trees out of the way. They're just setting down the big fat boys to keep it clean.
That's what we need. So Gordon is online tonight. That's the new arborist. Gordon is an arborist. Remember from his loose ends, right? So maybe that's the new one there, Gordon. Yeah, okay. But 65 miles per hour, I don't know. That's pretty crazy. I'm so proud of you. But that very first one, the not training one that was a shorter, your scream, my God, that was epic.
Oh yeah, I am totally like Goofy in the car. You know how he was with the car going off the cliff. But my God, like you just catch your breath as soon as you release yourself, and there's no going back.
So
And it's like,
there's-
and then just,
There is a question on what was your highlight. Was that one of them?
Which was
What
what?
was
Your
yours?
favorite memory?
Actually, my favorite memory is kind of more connecting in a community way. Karen, walking along the resort on level 1, where the crocheters are hanging out. You can hear the laughter because here it's like a castle, and it's like major grand room to a grand room. And in the distance, you can see the trellis room that they were referring to, which is a pink room with trellis and a lot of couches. But you could hear the laughter echoing through the different rooms.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I want to know what's going on because something's clearly going on and it's more than just yarn. And I just like that connection because a lot of these people, when I look at the couch, they don't know each other prior to this.
Right.
And to have that laughter, to take home that, because you've laughed a lot.
I have.
Yeah. Do you ever laugh that much?
No.
No, me either. Like I have to go on holiday and get outside of my work mind just to have a laugh.
I think that's wonderful. And I know you're being true. Like, well, anyone who's met you knows that what you say online is what you are and what you mean and all of those other things. And I know, and that is the special thing about these retreats and cruises and everything is really getting to, and honestly, that's one of the great things with getting to know the guests on Loose Ends too, right? Like, to get to know the community and there's so many special people out there, and I wish we could, get to know everyone.
Mm-hmm. That's her phone.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds like the price is right.
Love it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, it's great to have the bond where yarn brings you together. We didn't get to Amy. What has been your moment here on the event?
Mine will be the falconry. I'm a big fan of owls. They're a symbol to me of calm, peace, and new beginnings, which I am also on the road of new beginnings.
Mm-hmm.
So getting to hold that owl during my falconry was absolutely amazing.
I think somebody needs a hug.
Aww.
Yeah.
So yeah, the owl was peak for me this week. It filled my heart up.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And it's amazing. It's the small little things like that. Look at the wallpaper behind you.
It's so pretty. It's so loud.
What did you think of the hotel decor overall? Because I saw people online, I would never go there. The decor, this is original.
Looking at the images, you think, oh, that's going to be a lot to take in. But then when you're here,
oh hell yeah, it
it's
is.
a lot. And you come in and you take it all in, and then it blends into the background. You kind of stop seeing it after a while. It's just, it is what it is.
Yeah.
The environment is gorgeous.
Yes, and actually,
There's so much history here.
What year was this redecorated in?
The
The 50s.
What's her name? Draper.
1945 is when she was commissioned. So she started then, but I can't remember what.
It was only a
when it
2-year
was-
project.
Yeah.
It was
So
a 2-year project.
1945. So she came in. She was a New York interior designer. Dorothy
Dorothy
Draper
Yeah.
is responsible, and they have kept this place like this. Now, this was a hospital at one point during
World
the
War II.
World War II.
Asheville Community Hospital.
Asheville Community Hospital. So these rooms that we're staying in were once hospital.
Hospital rooms
Six-
for soldiers.
4 to 6 beds per room.
It was a military hospital. Yep.
So they said, I think I heard that one guy said that 25,000 wounded people
Yep.
went through here.
Yep.
Yep.
And I haven't seen a ghost, thank God. So anyway, I did hear some moaning, but I think they were living. I gotta find out who my neighbor is.
And then the bunker tour, that was really
Yeah,
cool.
that
That
was
was pretty cool.
The
Yeah.
hidden bunker tour that nobody's supposed to know, but
Yeah.
that was surreal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
really was.
Lots of history there, and you're like, really? Nobody knew about it. It's crazy.
It's hard to believe because I don't think in today's era anybody can keep a secret.
No.
And the thing is you don't see pictures of it, and you're not gonna see pictures of it
Yeah,
because
they take your phone.
they take all of your electronics because it's still used by a company for intellectual property storage.
Yeah,
Right.
17 Fortune 500 companies use this place as a database.
Yep.
Mhm.
So we're not even allowed phones in this one side of the resort.
Yeah.
So we'll come back to my ladies over here. So what have you thought of the decor, girls?
I love the decor in my room. It's yellow roses and green carpet, and it looks like a field. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with Amy. My room is very blue and very loud, but after a day or so, it just blended in and I stopped seeing it.
Yeah, same.
Now, the one shirt I had actually blends with this chair so well. Let me show you my shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yes. But I'll show the home audience my ass first.
You do that all the time. You're always showing your ass.
You can keep talking.
But yeah, so when she did it, she had to have a pop of red in every room. There's something red in every single room, whether it's a teacup or a.
I couldn't find anything.
Really, you
in
can't
my
find
room.
anything red in your room.
I didn't know that. I'll have to
I'll
look
have
because
to
ours
look.
is a very muted room. The carpets are green, the walls
Mine's
are
very blue.
like
Really?
a blue tick, but
So
maybe
you-
one of the
so
chairs might be
supposedly-
red.
Yeah, so supposedly there's red somewhere in every room. I don't know.
So we're gonna
That's
turn
what
the
they said.
camera, and you're just gonna go for a second. So we're gonna turn the camera, Karen, and look at my shirt next against this chair.
Oh, yeah. Which one's the chair?
What? Where's the shirt end? Is it even there? That
no,
is fabulous.
That together, Karen. Isn't that crazy? I put it down. I'm like, where the hell is my shirt?
It's fabulous. I love it.
I was
You
so
were
yeah.
draperized before you even got here.
So some of the women have been buying outfits, and now they look like they're draperized. Nobody's here has been draperized.
Kind of.
Yeah, actually, Lauren's
Kind of.
kind
The
of.
purple. That looks like a wallpaper here.
Draperized. I like that. That's the new fashion. The draperized look from the green room.
Oh,
I said wallpaper.
You know what? It does look like.
it does look like carpet.
It is.
In a good way,
No,
Karen.
it is in a good way.
In a good way.
No, it's in a good way.
And then I have one of the fish here.
Oh.
They haven't seen the fish.
Not in
Oh,
person.
This is Daniel's fish, Karen. His fish, for whatever reason, turned into a little stubby thing.
Oh, it's cute.
Look at this little fish.
Isn't that cute?
It's not little.
Love it. He's fantastic. He is so creative and he is so
Yeah.
good at so many things. And he'll eye roll you, right? No, I'm not. And I'm like, yes, you are. Look at that. Case in
So
point.
he made this little, but I have to find my fish, Karen, because one of hold things.
All right.
Like my fish is much bigger than his fish.
I will not drop Daniel's fish. I do not want to get the eye roll.
Someone in the chat asked where Daniel is. I'm not sure.
Daniel took off as soon as the camera goes live.
There's a reason I do these and not Daniel, because he like runs and hides. But that's okay. It's all good. We're good. I want to see your fish.
I'm getting it out. So I had.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. Look at that. Okay, so I did see a photo of this, and I'm gonna go off the screen so people can really see it. I love the little specks of color in the body of that fish. I am so proud of you. That is like awesome. Okay, talk about it. I'm gonna
So
make it big.
I chose a black color with rainbow speckles, and I sunk my eyes. Oh my God! Look from the top. The eyes are not even the same. Ah! So,
I think
but
you got a big mouth.
Daniel's
That's a big mouth bass.
he made the mouth of it so big, and Daniel said, "You better not be sticking anything in there." But I noticed that Daniel, when he was doing his, because he went first, his little back end flipped down because it was still really hot. And I'm like, I want my fish to have a little bit of a bend to it.
He's swimming.
So it looks like he's swimming. So mine has a little bit of a turn to it. So when you put the two fish side by side, they're not the same.
They very much represent their makers.
Look at the difference, Karen.
I love it. But that's pretty awesome though. Like, but how perfect. And they represent them, don't they? There's totally each of their personalities. Yeah. And Stubbs.
But yeah, so he wanted me to heat up my mouth so hard. And so I kept taking the blowtorch to it, and then he pulled it back and he goes, "We're going to give it a really big smile." And so anyway, it's kind of something that's kind of see in person.
I like a clip.
Yeah. And it's quite a heavy piece too. So we're going to have to carry that home on the way home.
That's incredible.
It's incredible.
Isn't that
It's an
neat?
awesome
I
job.
love the sides.
I love the speckles.
Yeah.
The rainbows.
So I pushed in my eye way too much, Karen. So he like, oh my God, you pushed it in. So he had to blow it back out.
Awesome
You
job.
did good.
Yeah.
Awesome job.
Yeah.
Just a little
And everybody got really quiet after you said that.
I know. I know. So yeah, so we've had a really interesting time here, Karen. So we have our future crochet event coming up in Nova Scotia with you, Karen. So we have a few people from Nova Scotia. Trip is actually here, including
Lauren and Amy. Yeah.
there's many more people here at the retreat that are also coming to Nova Scotia.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'm excited for that. I was getting some things in for that Nova Scotia retreat as well, that tour. They've been coming in fast and furious, Michael. Watch your credit card.
Oh, that might explain something.
Yes. Well, I'm not going to give away trade secrets here because they already know it's coming, but the chairs have arrived. Everyone's getting,
right.
I have to go pick them up.
So one thing about Nova Scotia, we're going to go to the back areas of Nova Scotia where there's no seating. So it was cheaper for us to buy chairs, put them onto the bus. So every time we stop, we have a chair.
Oh, that's
So,
nice.
and it was much cheaper than rental services, but most places we're going to, there's not even an option to rent. And so we can pull the bus.
News to me.
Cool.
We can pull the bus on the side of the road. Let's take a break at a rest area. Pull out your chair,
We'll have a chair.
picnic,
Oh, wow.
whatever. Yeah.
Nice.
So that
Yeah,
actually
everyone's got a camping chair and it's in. Ching. No, just kidding, Michael. It's exciting. All of the things that are coming forward, it's all coming together. And I hope that our experience together in the summer is half as exciting as what's going on right now at the Greenbrier. So, the same kind of camaraderie and the feelings and all of those other things. I'm sure it will because, the crochet crowd in general is just so wonderful and giving and I can't wait to share that with you. Yeah.
Now, Cecilia here had music choices for our happy music bus, Karen.
Yeah, I had a couple.
She has a couple ideas. So which one's first?
So there was Mr. Blue Sky by the Electric Light Orchestra.
Have you heard of that before, Mr. Blue Sky?
Yeah, from ELO. Yes.
Remember what the other one was I told you about? I don't know.
It'll come to.
Yeah.
But for our Nova Scotia, are we planning on putting out a little survey or suggestions of what kind of music they want to hear on the bus? Because I don't want to.
I think we should do something similar to that for both groups. Absolutely. So what's going to end up happening is once I have all the final detailies things, because there's a couple of little things that still have to be settled before I get to, our group together online. But I would love to have another online chit chat with just ask any questions, let you know what's happening, all of those other things, and we can talk about it then too. Put out a little form. What do you want to listen to? But there will definitely be some Canadiana. I'm sorry, it's going to happen, and some kitchen party music at some point during the adventure. But it's all good.
Karen has that too.
Yeah.
Amy's suggesting she can bring her XM on her phone too, just in case we're short of any music.
I got all the Canadian stations.
Here she comes.
Excellent.
Karen, is that we'd like to acknowledge yarnspirations.com. They provided some yarn for everybody here at the retreat. It was a last minute detail that got finalized at the beginning of last week. And so every one of the retreaters here got a ball of Red Heart Super Saver Bitty Stripes in the color called Unicorn Mane.
So pretty.
Yeah.
So pretty.
Yes.
So a lot of them have never seen that color before because it's a brand new color. And we'd like to acknowledge with the Yarn Inspirations for the generous donation for that. And then we did have a little bit left over so that we nominated people for, being exceptional. Amy here received the final grand award. She was awarded this.
The Downton Kitty.
Sorry about this. So this is Downton Tabby, and because Downton Tabby, but we had to put her away when they were doing the Falcon runs because they said it's going to confuse it for a mouse, and that it's going to carry it was getting carried down in Tabby way, so they told us to shove her in a box, which we did.
You put Tabby in a box?
Nobody puts Tabby in it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
When their mouth. So
I'll fix her.
yeah. So she's been manhandled a little bit.
I was going to say, she's had quite an adventure herself by the look of it. That's one of the things too, Michael. I love that. So you have to tell the rest of the people who have not been on one of your retreats and adventures what this means, because although you're showing Downton Tabby, like, and you say that Amy was the last recipient of it, like, what does that mean? Tell the people what that means.
So what it is that we usually do a retreater of the day, where a retreater has been a difference, or somebody that needs a lift, or somebody that needs to be acknowledged in a small way, sometimes a big way. So what we do is that the yarn balls that were given in the final were just people that were just kind of made the retreat a lot of fun, maybe needed a bit of a boost. But I awarded this one to Amy because I think of all people that was here in the retreat, I think she needs to be here the most, and to be surrounded by women that love her and appreciate the person that she is. And I've had a lot of time with Amy because we've been kind of just chilling out together, and she's always been great. So we awarded her the Grand Master. So we'll award her again on camera. Downton Tabby. Yeah. So Downton Tabby's been around the bush a little bit too much on this tour. But anyway, some of the women have been joking that they had a pussy in their room. And I'm like, we kind of already did anyway. Yeah.
Well, but that was wonderful with Amy. Congratulations on that, Amy. I'm sure that well deserved. Absolutely. You can tell just from the people who are sitting on the couch there that agree with that. But Downton Tabby was given to somebody each day, were they not, Michael? So at the end of the day.
So busy, like we did bowling on the one evening, and so there wasn't a time to sit the group down and let's do a presentation. So we did it where we could. Yesterday we had Italian restaurant. We couldn't do anything there. What's that?
That was
Yeah, I
hard.
didn't even think about that. We were in two separate groups.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
The amount of food that they have served these people all week.
So much food.
Oh my God. And the salt content. Oh my God. We're all going back 50 pounds later, but we're going to piss it out at some point. Right?
Oh, yeah.
The salt has been horrible. I have to say, that's the only thing I don't like about the resort. There's the salt content in the food.
Welcome to the South.
Welcome to the South.
South.
No, thank you. Is that right?
That is
Yes.
right.
Pretty much, yeah.
Salt and sugar.
Can
in
you
the
not
tea.
add it after?
They don't normally.
That's not-
Because
I
I'm not.
think-
Karen knows I'm not allowed salt in the house. Like I'm allowed to have salt, but I'm not allowed to put it on my meal. So she always brings the salt shakers to the table when I'm at her house. Michael, you can have this. It's okay, but I won't dare touch it because I know I'm gonna get.
And then I get the eye roll from Daniel. But yeah, it's absolutely, yeah. But yeah, it can be fun. But anyway, I am so glad you were all able to join us online tonight and share a little bit of your adventures with us. And Michael, I can't see you right now because I can see two and a half of you on the screen right now. That's why I've been popping off. So hello, everybody. So that everybody can see that whole screen of yours. So, but I'm so thankful that you were able to do this on a Thursday night and still do the live, which is great. So thank you for that.
Well, we have our bags and get them out before 7 a.m. tomorrow. And because some of us, who's driving home? You're driving. Amy's driving. You're flying. Yeah, you're flying. So I have to be out of my room and bags out by 7 a.m. So we got to pack down this place, which I'm terrified to do because I overpacked to begin with. But I pretty much used it.
No. Are you shipping things home? Is that what you're saying to me?
No, I'm not. But I got like glassware to take home. Like, who does that?
You.
Daniel made a big ass miniature in a big box.
Did he? I want to see the miniature. We'll have to do something with that later. Okay. I don't want to see the miniature. I want to see yours.
Because honestly, an hour of miniature time, as you know, is not enough for creative.
No, it's not.
It was kind of fun.
Stick.
It was basically mini mall and point and stick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cecilia made the coolest one I saw. It was a frog that was
Namaste.
My Zen frog.
Her Zen frog.
That's got no drama llama on it. Did you see that?
Yes, I know. I was gonna put the llama in mine. I couldn't figure out how to incorporate it with mine. So she put the damn llama with hers.
Fabulous. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, Karen,
Well,
we thank you so much for your patience. We ran over time at the restaurant of doing all the final farewells and stuff. And so, who was it? Oh, Tiffany. Karen's on the phone with you, and it looks serious.
Karen's trying again. Well, it's because it was like 2 minutes to air and I haven't seen Michael yet. And I'm like, hello. So I'd like to thank everybody for the patience of listening to me chat for 10 minutes before you got on live. But it was a pleasure, as always. It's always a pleasure to be here and be part of this group. And we do have somebody lined up for next week to chat with you, Michael. And I know she's really excited, and I've already got her photos of all of her projects. And I can't wait to share that with everyone here. And we'll be back to a regular time, though, because you'll be home, right?
Yes, for sure. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in tonight. We hope to see you next week, 7 p.m. Eastern time, right here on the channel. And Karen, and ready, and scene.
End scene, but I'm not cued in yet. Wait, I've got to end this stream properly. Hold on. Ready?
Ready, and
End scene.